Welcome to the Advancer Studio. Today I want to show you how to create this easy flag balloon column, and it all starts by inflating two 11-inch red balloons till they're almost their full size, and then I'm going to use a sizer box to get them to 8 inches in diameter. Press one of the balloons against the 8-inch hole and slowly let air out of the balloon until it just fits through. Size the second balloon in the exact same way and then tie them into a pair by wrapping the nozzle around twice and tying them together with a double knot. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing with two white balloons and then join those two pairs together into a quad by overlapping the pairs so that the nozzles touch, and then twist one balloon from each pair around each other, and that will lock it into a quad. Make 6 quads with this red and white pattern, and then we're going to make 4 quads of these blue star balloons. Now these are special because the star is printed on the end of the latex balloon, and to make sure the stars are the exact same size for every balloon, I'm going to fully inflate those blue balloons before letting air out until they're 8 inches in diameter. That way the stars that are printed on the latex stretch out to their full size, and by consistently doing this with every balloon, the stars should be about the same size for every balloon. Once you tie these together into quads, those stars will be pointing outwards and you'll be able to see them from the side of the column. Now we need a structure to build our balloon column on, and I'm using this DIY stand that I made from a piece of plywood, some plumbing parts, and a 5-foot long piece of PVC pipe. Whether you decide to DIY a stand or buy one, just make sure it's 5 feet tall to accommodate this column. Starting at the base of the stand, grab your first red and white quad. Now we want to make sure the balloons continue in this red and white pattern all the way up, as that's how we'll get the stripes in our flag. So slip the quad around the pole of the stand and then take the 2 balloons with the pole in between them and twist them around each other twice. Once, we'll change up our color combination, so by doing it twice, the balloons go back to their original position, and that maintains our red and white color combination. Slip the second red and white quad onto the pole right on top of the first, twist it around the pole, but when we get it attached to the pole, we want to make sure one balloon of the current quad sits between 2 balloons of the quad below it. This will give us a nice tight spiral, and you won't have major gaps form in the column. To create the spiral pattern, every time I add a new quad on top, I'm rotating the red balloons of that quad one spot clockwise. So if you look at the column from the side, the red balloon is always just to the left of the previous red balloon. If your spiral looks more like a zigzag, it means you accidentally went the wrong direction on one of your rows, but you can simply rotate the quads around until it looks like a perfect spiral. Now once you get all 6 red and white quads on, it's time to add our star balloon quads. I'm going to attach 4 layers of these star balloons, and there should be enough room on the top of this pipe for all of those to fit on. Sometimes though, that last quad can be at the very end of the pipe, and what you can do is either snug together the layers of the column so that there's a little bit more room, or you can tie one of the nozzles from that last quad to one of the nozzles of the quad below it with a double knot, and that will also hold it in place. I'm going to top this column with a spray of these chrome silver 260 balloons. So inflate 10 of these to their full size, fold it in half, and then at that halfway point, pinch and twist the balloon a couple times. Fold this balloon in half and tuck it under your arm while you do the exact same thing to a second 260 balloon, making sure those ends meet, fold it in half, find that halfway point, pinch and twist again. Now you're going to take these 2 balloons and join them together by overlapping where those twists are, pinching them together and twisting them around so that you create an X shape right where those twists meet. I made 5 of these X's, and now I'm going to join them together with an empty 260 balloon by wrapping that 260 around the center of one of those X's, and then grab your next X and lay it right on top so it's snugged really close, and then take that empty 260, pull it up and around and wrap it a couple times through the center of that X as well. I'm just going to continue layering on my X's until all 5 of them make this gigantic spray that's held together by that empty 260 balloon right at the center. Now once you've got all of them as one piece, you're going to take the ends of that 260 and tie them in a double knot and use those remaining 260 tails to tie the spray to the column. Center the spray right on top and then stretch both of those 260 tails tight and wrap them in a figure 8 pattern around a couple of the balloons on the top of the column, and then you can just let the tail go and that'll hold it in place. If you'd like to give your spray a really clean look, you can trim away all of the nozzles off the ends of your 260s with a pair of scissors. Once the column's in its final location, I like to go around and arrange the 260s in the spray so that they're evenly distributed around the column, as well as making sure some are up high and some are down low, while giving them a slight curl upwards. And now our column is ready for a celebration. If you enjoyed today's project, you should check out this video. And until the next time, remember, stay creative everybody!